What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Paris and I make videos all about candle making and the starting and managing of my small candle business, LadyCIMONNE Candle Co. Today's video is for my beginner candle makers out there, or for those who thought about trying candle making as a hobby. We're going to talk about all the basic tools and equipment you need to begin your candle making journey. So let's just get started. I get so many questions from new candle makers inquiring like, hey, what are the basic things that I need? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I have limited funds, I'm on a budget, is it expensive? And things like that. And trust me, honey, when I first got started, I shopped in my home. I shopped at the dollar store, and most of the stuff I shopped off Amazon and I just got the things as I felt like I needed them to really start making candles. And so these are literally the most basic things that you need to make candles, seriously. So let's go ahead and get into it. You want to find you a thermometer, a kitchen thermometer, candy thermometer. I got this off Amazon. I actually like the ones with the clip, because when you're boiling and melting your wax in the double boiler, especially in the double boiler method, it can kind of bounce around a little bit and stir around itself. So I like the ones with the clip because it keeps it steady and I can get a pretty accurate reading. So you want to get you a thermometer. You want to get you a wick trimmer, which is what this is over here. And then you also, or you can, an alternative is some wire cutters. Now I started with wire cutters. I actually still use this more than my wick trimmer. I find that I grab this more, but either one works. Both pretty inexpensive. So you want to get those. Rubbing alcohol. Now I get a lot of questions about how do you clean out your pouring pot. Now, as soon as I'm done pouring my candle, I immediately clean my pouring pot out, because wax you know how wax dry, and it can get very difficult cleaning it out. And I'm a little anal and I like my stuff very clean and sanitized. I do not like leftover wax in my pot. So I immediately clean out, and rubbing alcohol is how I do that. I do not use soap and water. I use rubbing alcohol and some paper towels. Now, when I first started, I just used the paper towels from my home. Now that I'm making candles in bigger batches, I'll link it below, but I use more of a heavy duty, almost like a clothy type paper towel that I got off Amazon, and it comes in like a huge box. And so, but when you first get started, you can just use the paper towels in your home. I just started buying like a 6-pack just for candle making, aside from my household shopping, just to have. So paper towels and alcohol is how I get that job done. Your pouring pot and your double boiler method, this is what you're going to need the basic way. And also even in a microwave. I know a lot of you melt your candles in a microwave. So another alternative for the basic way to start making candles. But I started with the double boiler method. I actually started with a 2-pound pot. So you can get a 2-pounder or you can get a 4-pounder. This is a 4-pounder. I got my second one off Amazon. My first one came in a kit, and then my first 2-pounder came in a kit. So I was working from those two, and then I bought me a second 4-pound pouring pitcher. And this is just an old pot, guys, from my house that I just use. So you can go to Goodwill, or like I said, the dollar store, and find you just a basic pot. You want a pot that's deep and that has a little width to it, so that you have room. And this is exactly, and I still to this day, guys, make my candles, my large batches in here. So this is your double boiler method. You fill this pot up with about 1 inch to 1.5 inches with water. You put your wax in here and you set it in here and let it rip with your candy thermometer. clip to the side, ready to go. That's how you get that done. Dixie Cup. Now this is, I use these, I got this from the dollar store, either Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, whatever you have. These are just some basic, now these aren't your plastic, your plastic material. The fragrance oil will eat through your plastic. This is kind of that durable, kind of those durable paper cups, and it does not eat through. The fragrance oil do not eat through at all. So I just get a couple packs of these every other Dollar Tree or dollar store trip and keep these with me. So what you use for mouth, I know a lot of people use this for mouthwash or whatever. So those are the cups. You want some gloves. Now I use these gloves. I like those like blue plastic gloves that has like the powder inside of them. I used to use those, but those get a hole in them too quick for me, and I was tired of running through those. So I just got some durable, kind of those dishwashing gloves from the dollar store, and I use these mainly to transport my wax to the pouring pot when I'm getting my flakes or trying to pour my flakes or trying to clean up. When I'm pouring fragrance oil, most of the time I will have on gloves, but mainly I use this when I'm handling my wax because I just don't like that feeling of wax kind of on my hands. Now, stirring utensils. These are actually straight-sided spatulas. They're not stirring utensils, they're actually spatulas, actually what bakers use to spread icing. Now, I use these, I just picked these up from Amazon. It was super cheap. And I have two of them. You know, spoon. I know some people use like wooden sticks, wooden dowels that they can just pitch. I just use those and clean them off with alcohol. So any type of stirring utensil will get the job done. Now you'll need some type of wick holder. Now this is my big bag of wick holders. I have a combination of clothing pins and these metal wick holders. Now I got a big bag of clothing pins off Amazon, and then I got these. Some came in some kits that I've gotten over the years and I've just kept them, and then I bought another big pack off Amazon. So this bag has a good combination of wick holders. And you'll need some type of kitchen scale. Now I got this off Amazon. I think it was like $9. And you would want to get a gram scale though. So this is kind of considered a gram scale because it just doesn't have one unit of measurement. It has fluid ounces, grams, milliliters. So I'm a grams girl, you all know that. And so get you some sort of kitchen thermometer that has multiple units of measurement depending on how you like to work and how you like to measure out your wax and fragrance oil. And I think that's basically it. Yeah, those are all. And a heat source. You need some sort of heat source. Now whether that be your stove or a portable electric burner. I know a lot of people who, can I use an electric burner? Yeah, as long as your pot fits, your double boiler method fits, have at it. I've never used an electric burner, but I know those can be very effective if you have those on hand. I just always use my stove. But if you're making candles in maybe a separate area, or you have like a candle making area or office, or maybe you're in your basement and that's where you make your candles, an electric burner or a portable burner that has like maybe 1 or 2 eyes on it, that will be a good way to go to get you started as well. So those are your basic candle making tools and equipment. I hope this helped many of you all. I get so many questions about it. What are the basic things that I need? And these are it. This is what you can start with. Now on my website, LadyCIMONNECandleCo.com, where I sell my candles and wax melts, I also have another product that I'm starting to make, and that's my digital products. And the first digital product that I have, which is free by the way, is a checklist of the beginner candle making tools and equipment that you need. So if you would like to download that list for free, it is free. Head over to my website, LadyCIMONNECandleCo.com. It's in the description box, and you can go to my digital products and check out for free, guys. And it will send you a downloadable link. I've actually already had 5 people download it, and people just happened to see it before I was able to get this video out and announce it, just so you can have it with you. You can print it out, screenshot it to your phone, what have you, and keep it next to you, so that way when you happen to be out to the dollar store, oh shoot, let me pull out my checklist, let me go ahead and grab maybe some Dixie cups or some gloves or some rubbing alcohol, so I can go ahead and stock up on what you need to begin making candles. So I hope this helped you all, and until next time, bye. It's early, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I have everything set up. My voice is gonna sound horrible. Sound like I'm awake. Let's get this video cracking.